Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. This is Bella with Bella Gitana Tarot. So I wanted to do the weekly energy check for the masculine and the feminine just to see where they're at in their energies. And so let's just get right to it, shall we? All right, so angel spirits and guides. What is going on with the divine masculine and his energy? Okay, we have universe, seeing beyond the veil. So this reminds me of the World card. So I'm getting here that he's definitely wrapping up old cycles, you know what I mean? Looking at things from a higher point of view, seeing beyond the physical, okay? Bottom of the deck here, we have strategy, planning the next move. So I'm getting here that he's definitely wanting to strategize on what he wants to do next. That could be why he's looking at his world from all angles, right? What else, Spirit? Telepathy, telepathic communication. This could also be happening in dreams where he could be sending you messages. I actually got an intuitive hit from my masculine just this morning. It was really weird. I was dreaming and basically he was telling me like the reason why he fell for me was because I accept him for who he is, you know? So that was not a bad way to wake up. Especially because we just had this full moon, right? In Gemini today. So make sure that you're paying attention to any downloads that you're getting from your masculine, especially in dreams, anything that he's telling you. So, wow, and here we have strategy again at the bottom of the deck. So that's pretty interesting. It's like he's communicating with you in the 5D, and it could be that next thing you know, he's going to bring it to life, right, in the 3D. Wow, what else, Spirit? Okay, look at this. 5th dimension to 12th dimension. Astral travel, expansion of consciousness. Wow. So this is telling me right here that the masculine is really starting to tap into a different dimension, right? A different reality than he's seeing beyond the veil. He's finally seeing things beyond the physical. Okay, like expanding his consciousness from the 5th to the 12th. I mean, that's like 7 steps ahead already, right? He could have been broken in the past, and so this is probably why he's really wanting to expand the way that he thinks, because he's wanting to rebuild. Saying, it says here, feeling fragile, needing to rebuild. Very interesting. So he knows that he needs to finally expand his way of thinking. He could have been very close-minded in the past, and so I'm getting here that because of your connection, he's really starting to think beyond the physical. Like anything is possible, right? Love it. So let's find out. Let's build some more clarity on this. Why is the universe here for the masculine spirit? Hope you guys are doing well, by the way. It's like I always start my readings and I just, forget to do the regular intro. Okay, so we have mute when it comes to looking at things from a higher point of view. And look at this, and we have guide. So this is telling me that he's starting to see how things have shifted in his world by not saying anything. And as a result, it's guiding him to really look within, to dig deeper on why is it that he's not speaking to you? Why is it that he's not able to say the things that he wants to say and only tells you in the 5D, you know what I mean? Because there's no way in the 3D that he would actually tell me the things that he tells me in his dreams, you know what I mean? So you guys might be experiencing the same thing. Very interesting. I mean, not to say that, your person won't, speak up in the 3D. Okay, so why is telepathy here? But they need to surrender. Surrender the ego, finally surrender and be in touch with what they feel inside in their heart space. And it's funny because right underneath telepathy, so he's finally telling you the things that he's feeling in his heart by telepathically communicating with you. Okay, and the masculine could be going through a dark night of the soul right now, and that's probably why he's mute right now. Okay, so why 5th dimension to 12th dimension? Wow. Divine timing, the answer is no. Okay, so I'm getting here that because he could be traveling to you and, astrally, right? He knows that things are not right, yet to move forward. It has to be divine timing. Wow. Yeah, because right now your masculine is feeling stuck. And this is not an accident that this is like deserted. I like deserted soil, and here's the same cracked floor. And we saw that broken card earlier, that he's feeling broken, shattered. Okay, so until he's able to repair the hurt, the wounds, you know, feeling confident that he can expand his consciousness, that's when he'll be able to finally communicate. But right now he's muted, you know, not saying anything. And just because he's not saying anything doesn't mean that things aren't still happening in the background. You know what I mean? Love it. So what is going on with you in your energy, feminine? And we'll pull some tarot on these just to get more clarification. But you're trying to think positive, okay? Sunshine after the rain, working through the darkness in the shadows. So I love I love this for you, because I feel like you came out of the tunnel here. You know, really starting to think positive. And look at this, wellness at the bottom. You know, you're really starting to taking care of yourself, exercise, nutrition. It's funny because I started running last week. And actually, like I run like 3 miles a day or whatever. And I added it up yesterday and actually ran like 10 miles, even out of town. So really feeling proud of myself. You know, a lot of us are shielding yourself from the sun, right? And really thinking positive, really taking care of you and being independent. And you're working through the darkness, through the shadows. You have a spider there. So it's like you're weaving the negative energies and really building your home life to what you want it to be. And there's a sunflower there on the other side of her face. So it's like you're trying to grow at the same time as you're weaving your experiences to work for you. Very beautiful. What else, Spirit? What's going on with the feminine? We have peace offer, forgiveness, and acceptance. So I feel like you finally came to a place where you're accepting the situation. You forgive your masculine, you forgive yourself, and you're in acceptance. You're in surrender mode, just like he's trying to get there, okay? Look at this. Bottom of the deck, we have secret love. Protecting your connection, hiding it from the world. So some of you may be keeping things to yourself, you know, as to not stir the pot, right? And so you know that this is a sacred connection. It's not just like any other connection, so you're doing your best to keep it safe, keep it sacred. And what's going on with you? All these jumped out. Devotion, reinvention, regret, big dreams. Okay. So I'm getting here that you're devoted to reinventing yourself, right? We saw that wellness card earlier. It's like you're taking care of you, right? You're really nurturing yourself. You know that there's been regret from the past, but you're not stopping your dreams. You're not letting this regret, you know, mess with your dreams that you really want to bring to life. Wow. It's like you don't want to regret anything anymore, so you're reinventing it. You know what I mean? You're reinventing your desires, like your way of thinking. You're seeing the world differently. You still have these big dreams that you guys will have forgiveness and acceptance. It's like you forgive your masculine, you know that he's going to come back with flowers. You know what I mean? Like, you know this is going to come back around. And there may be some questions here as to, well, when is he going to come around, right? We have observer here. So it's like you might be keeping an eye on your masculine, or you might be wondering if he's keeping an eye on you. Very interesting. We'll pull a tarot card for that one. And then since the Dark Night of the Soul came out, I'm going to put this one here on the side too, so we can see what that's about. And look at this. Below the Dark Night of the Soul was return. Okay. So I'm getting here that he's really feeling like he wants to return in your connection so that he can make the wrongs right. Okay. All right, Spirit. So why is the universe here for the masculine? The Three of Wands. It says here virtue. Okay. So this is telling me that he has a desire to wrap up these old cycles, because that's what the universe is about, the world, right? So yeah, he's really wanting to get on that ladder. Okay, there's like a firefighter ascending, right? He wants to ascend, and he knows that this is a crucial thing, that it's not an option, it's a must, right? So he knows that he needs to merge everything, mind, body, and soul. That's what the threes represent. Okay, and the orange here is telling me sacral chakra too. So I feel like on one hand he wants to come towards you, especially because he's climbing that ladder and there's an orange in the background, especially, you know, when he's thinking about you, he desires you, but at the same time he knows that it's like a really strong desire, and it's not reliable, right? Because it's not grounded. And then we have the Two of Wands here at the bottom, Dominion. And this is a statue of a horse, and it's like blocking it. So it's like he's blocking himself from coming forward. Excuse me, I gotta drink some water, you guys. My throat started to get dry. And that could be him too. Like his throat gets dry when he wants to talk to you and tell you how he's feeling. He's at a crossroads and he feels like he's blocked energetically from being able to come forward to you. And that's why he could be mute, right? That was at the bottom underneath universe. He's feeling mute. Okay. And then here we have the Princess of Swords, which in this deck, I believe is the Page of Swords, the activist. Let me look at the book real quick. Yeah, this is the Knight of Swords. It says here, logical and clever, yet stable and practical, the princess cannot be swayed. She cannot be intimidated. Rather than a Valkyrie, I envision my princess as an environmental activist, shouting slogans through a bullhorn and handing out flyers in Central Park. Rooted in the earth, she knows that a storm is coming and that she needs to change a lot of minds in order to fight it. She is a warrior at heart and her weapon is her words. Wow. So I'm getting here that you're masculine because that came with telepathy. He knows that this is what's going to shift the connection to really take action in the 5D and tell you what he's feeling. You know what I mean? Like a bullhorn, like he's trying to get your attention in the 5D, you guys, like in dreams, okay? So, you know, make sure that you pay attention to your dreams, okay? Or when you're meditating, you might be able to receive some downloads from spirit, from your higher self, which is basically your twin. And look at this. And we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Discs. The matriarch. Okay. So this lady, she's got like illumination around her head. And that's you, you know, also. Not just him. But it's like you understand that you're getting some downloads from your masculine. You're not stressed out. You're welcoming whoever comes in to the room. And you're welcoming this information. So I'm getting here that he's hoping that you will welcome him with whatever he wants to say. That you'll be in surrender mode as well. Okay. Interesting. So why is 5th dimension to 12th dimension here, Spirit? Okay. The Prince of Discs. This is the day trader, which is basically the King of Pentacles. Okay. So he's giving a thumbs up, you know. So I'm getting here that he's telling you, your masculine wants you to know that he's starting to expand his way of thinking, okay? You know, trading in information and really being profitable, right? Like the stock exchange. So he's really, I feel like the communication that he's sending you, it's like currency, you know what I mean? Like, and basically money is energy. So that's what he's telling you, giving you a thumbs up, like, yes, I'm starting to ascend and really putting the pieces together. But right now the answer is no, because he needs to still figure out the recipe, you know what I mean? So that he won't go through this failure again. This is the 7 of Pentacles. And so usually this is an energy where you're waiting for the harvest to come, okay? And this is why he's giving you a thumbs up, because he's saying everything's looking good. I'm still working on expanding my consciousness. So I'm working hard during the day, you know what I mean? To make this happen. That's what he's telling you. Maybe he used to always give you a thumbs up all the time. That's another message for somebody out there too. Okay, why is mute here? The Devil. Wow, you guys. The Devil. Okay, and this is why he's muted. This is why he's muted, you guys. Because he's dealing with his blocks, right? His energy is stifled with this energy where he feels bound to not saying anything. So until he is able to ascend and stop thinking in the sacral energy, it's interesting how that fell under the 3 of Wands. Sacral energy, that's when he can finally open up his heart. And we see a lot of green here, so he has a desire to open up his heart, but he feels bound to not saying anything just yet, okay? There's a light through that woman's face, so there's a light inside, but he feels like he can't reveal it just yet. Your masculine also might have long hair, just saying for some of you. And look at this. So right now he's focused in the material world. This is a 10 of Pentacles, okay? This is like a bunch of diamonds on display. This could also be that he has a desire to marry you one day, but he's definitely not telling you that, right? Baby steps. So he doesn't want to jump all the way to the end of dating, you know, to commit to you. He desires it, but he's just not, he's in conflict with himself. Look at this. This is the 5 of Wands. This is about conflict and competition, okay? This is like a Red Sox, and I don't know what team this is because I can't see his jersey. But you know, this could be something related to Chicago. If your masculine's from Chicago, or maybe you are. Take it how it resonates. But this is going from 5 to 10. It's like he's not ready to take that step just yet, and that's why he's not saying anything. Okay. All right, Spirit. So why is surrender here? 9 of Pentacles. Okay. And this is about feeling good on your own. Okay. Both of these women are relaxed in their own energy, feeling good. Okay. Just going with the flow. And so that's really what he's working on, really taking care of himself, you know, working on his gains basically, because that's what the Pentacles is about. He could also be seeing you as taking care of yourself as well. Okay. Then we have the Prince of Wands. This is the King of Wands, basically. It says here, the journalist. He could be writing things down of how he's feeling while he's on this dark night of the soul type of energy. Writing down what he's surrendering to, writing down what his goals are, or what he wants to complete, okay? But he's working really hard, I mean, during the day. It says here, the day trader. All right, Spirit, so why is divine timing here? What the answer is no. The universe, okay? Twice that we've seen the word the universe in his reading. And this is basically the world, okay? This lady is taking steps, moving forward, feeling good in her energy, okay? She's got a little pep in her step because she finally faced her dark shadows, the moon. So I'm getting here that in divine timing, it's no right now because he still needs to do the shadow work, okay? And so, and then we saw the stuck card too at the bottom. So he's feeling stuck because he has to complete a lesson. He has to complete a cycle in order to be able to ascend, okay? So it's going to happen in divine timing. Love it. So what's going on with you? Why is positive thinking here? Wow, we have the Two of Swords and it says here peace, okay? I feel like you made a decision that you are going to have peace in your life by thinking positive, okay? Sunshine after the rain. We have a sun here right behind the swords, okay? Wow. Because this could have been the past energy. 8 of Swords here. Interference, okay? So you weren't able to see things clearly. And now the 8 plus 2 is 10 of Swords. Like you're done. You're done with the bad ways of thinking, the cycle. This is a playground here, so like you're done with the games. There's like barbed wire, so you're basically guarding yourself, okay, from negative thoughts. That's basically what this is saying. Love it. All right, Spirit, why is shadow side here? Those actually came together, so I should have pulled whatever. Let's just see why shadow side here, Spirit. Okay, this is the Knight of Wands, okay? So you've gone through hell and back, feminine. For some of you, you could be pretty much done with your shadow work and you recently, you feel like you finally got the fortitude that you needed to get through it. It says here, working through the darkness and the shadows, and that's where you're at right now. Yeah, look at this. 6 of Pentacles. It's like you finally reached success in this dark night of the soul. Okay, which I feel like your masculine's going through that right now. All right, so why is peace offered here, Spirit? Okay, this is the 7 of Swords with the Ace of Wands at the bottom, okay? So I'm getting here, this is like a torch, right? Like you're really wanting to start a new beginning because you're done. You really want this peace offer to come through. You're done with the lies, right? Because you're forgiving your masculine. So you forgive, okay? And you're done with the cycle, okay? Because we have 7 plus 1 is 8. So you're done with that cycle. Beautiful. All right, Spirit. So let's pull one card for all these 4 because I pretty much think all came out at once. So let's just see. Spirit, why is devotion and reinvention here? Wow, this one just fell out. So this is temperance, basically. So I feel like you definitely are devoted to taking care of you. You could be a painter, okay? You're basically handling your business. I love it. Because you're done with the regret. Look at this. Ace of Wands at the bottom again. Yeah, look at this. This is the 4 of Pentacles. So you are letting go of this power. And because in the past, I feel like you regretted holding on to your masculine, you know what I mean? Because you didn't want to let him go. You felt like he was your big dream. But I feel like you learned to accept it, right? Because we have the acceptance card here for you. So I feel like you finally learned that you don't need your masculine and the physical in order to feel like you guys are together. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're accepting the journey, okay? Yeah, because in the past, you might have felt like you were defeated. This is the Five of Swords. So I feel like you felt like you lost the game. It's kind of like that saying, we may have lost the battle, but we didn't win. What is it? You may have lost the battle, but you didn't lose the war, or something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. So this might have been your past energy, and now you're getting to the point where you understand that this dream is still going to come true. Because the change had to happen, right? The Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords that we saw earlier had to happen in order for you guys to grow, okay? And realize your big dreams. So why is Observer here, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles again. Failure. Okay, Seven of Pentacles is about waiting. So I'm getting here that sometimes when you're tired of waiting, you definitely check up on your masculine just to see what's going on. Yeah, it's like this is a Four of Swords. So it's like you're wanting to come to a truce and you're trying to see what's happening. And that's why you're wondering, okay, well, what's happening? Because I don't see him coming around right now. So let me see what he's up to. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. All right, so let's see. Why is Dark Night of the Soul here, Spirit, for the masculine? The Chariot. Okay. So this is a major arcana. Okay, he's going through some huge changes while he's moving forward. And it's funny because this is like happening at night. And the Dark Night of the Soul, it's happening at night. So during the day, he's trying to work on his money and being positive, and he could be sending you messages in the 5D, but he's going through the Dark Night of the Soul, and at least he's moving. He's not stuck. Okay, look at this. The Knight of Wands, rock star. So he knows that he needs to go through this because the Knight of Wands did not get him the things that he thought he wanted at the time, right? Especially if he went to another connection. So this is basically what Spirit is saying, is that he's going through this Dark Night of the Soul because he's finally getting enlightened. You see all that light around his head? He's becoming enlightened that he needs to take a breather and really look at things that matter to him. Because I feel like in the past, he may have been thinking the way he always thought, and then now with your connection, he finally start realizing, I got to change the way I think. And I feel like this is why the universe is here with the way he's thinking, because he's wanting to expand the way that he thinks. He wants to be more open-minded. Very beautiful. All right, so what does he want to say to you? I'm sending you loving thoughts. I hope you can feel my heart and its desire for you. I want to cover you in kisses. You guys, I mean, if this is not confirmed, what we just saw in his spread for his energy, I don't know what, because he is thinking of you, and especially the way that you guys kiss. This reminds me of like yin yang energy. And we saw the Three of Wands on his end, that he has a desire to come towards you, but he doesn't say anything, right? Because he's muted, because we saw that he's bound with that Devil's energy. And then we have here, your understanding and wisdom inspires me. I have so much I want to say to you. I have been trying to get your attention in the 5D. You guys, that's not an accident, okay? That's not an accident. We saw the telepathy card, and I've been telling you, he's telling you things in the 5D, okay? That he's not telling you in the 3D. And write them down. Seriously, write down your dreams. Write down the downloads that you receive, especially if you're meditating. But wow, that's incredible. That's too many. What does he want to say to the feminine that's watching this video? I feel your disappointment in me. I am unable to show up for you the way you need me to. Please forgive me. I love that this came out because we saw in your energy that you forgive him. Okay, so he's hoping that you are going to be able to come back together. And he knows that he was not awakened when he handled things the way that he did. He was in that Knight of Wands energy, right? But we saw that rock star card. He has enlightenment finally, that he wants to strip away those old habits. And look at this. Bottom of the deck, I can hear your thoughts. Continue to communicate with me. I am listening, okay? You guys, that's not an accident. And look at this. Sorry. I cannot change the outcome of my actions. I cannot control how you feel. I hope you can accept I did not mean to hurt you. Okay? I love this because this is basically what he's telling you. He knows that you're disappointed in him, and he's communicating with you in the 5D, and he wants you to know to communicate with him. So because he's telling you, he's definitely listening. Okay? This is beautiful. Wow. One more, Spirit. What else does he want to say? When I was shuffling this, I saw this card. It really made me emotional. I was like, oh, wow. I haven't really been that emotional at all about my masculine, but this card hit me like a ton of bricks. I mean, I didn't cry or nothing, but, you know, it's like sometimes it catches you off guard. What else, Spirit? Too many. At this moment, I am thinking of you. I love it. Okay. Look at this. I hope to be able to find the courage to contact you. Wow, you guys. This is a guy looking at his phone. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's going to get there. He's thinking about you. There's no doubt about that. But he still has to work on his dark night of the soul, you know, thinking that things can change, that you can forgive him. And that's where he's at. Okay. So let's pull Divine Feminine Healing just to see what else comes out with what he's healing. So right now he's wounded, okay? I will not allow toxic people from the past to ruin me for future encounters. I take my power back now, okay? And I like that this came out because I feel like he's finally taking responsibility, that he understands that he allowed people that hurt him in the past ruin your connection in a way, right? Because he was still wounded. But now he sees things clearly, crystal clear. I trust my intuition, okay? Love it. What else, Spirit? Vampire. I will try my best to handle my own issues rather than draining the energies of others around me, okay? Again, this is just another confirmation that he's trying to take accountability for the way that he's behaving and not trying to use other people as a way to replenish his energy. You know what I mean? Like he's really focusing on being fulfilled within himself. Okay, and then we have sensuality. I do not deprive myself of enjoyment in this life. Okay, so yeah, he's definitely feeling like these things were holding him down. He wasn't able to savor the present moment, you know what I mean? Because he was probably still stuck in the past. And now he's done with all of that, you know what I mean? So I feel like he's turning a corner here, you guys. What else, Spirit? Sunny side. I will not let the past challenges rob me of opportunities to be happy in the future. Okay, this is the same message as we got here. Okay, beautiful. And then we have mistaken. It is okay to be wrong and accept that you will make mistakes. It is a part of the human experience. So accept these flaws with ease. Okay, so he could have been somebody that was very hard on himself, you know, just feeling like he had to be perfect. And so I feel like with your connection, it has opened up his eyes that it's okay to make mistakes, that we are human, you know, that not everyone's going to be perfect and say the right thing all the time, but to actually accept that you made a mistake and move on from it and stop thinking negative, you know, actually look at things from the sunny side and not look at the dark side of things. Beautiful. All right. So what are some last messages that he wants to say? Magic. Our times we spent together were magical. Sometimes I feel spellbound. Okay. Wow. So he's definitely wanting you to know that when he met you, he felt like you came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So he feels like anytime that he spent time with you, it was so magical, like a storybook type. And so look at this. I will always believe in you and our connection. I will never give up. Okay. This is beautiful. It's like he's letting you know I'm still gonna believe that things are magical, you know. I mean, that's no accident. Wow, very beautiful. What else does he want to say, Spirit? Divine masculine. I am awakening to this connection. I know we are eternal flames. You guys, wow, this is beautiful. And we have gratitude. You taught me that I could discover beauty in the most unlikely of places. Okay. And I like that because that came with this card here, where he's saying, you inspire me. Okay. And he has a lot that he wants to say to you. So there's a lot of candles here too. So this reminds me of like healing, you know, enlightenment. I mean, the word awakening is here. And I kind of got that in the first spread of his, that he's definitely awakening to your connection. And he knows you guys are eternal flames. Maybe he looked it up. Maybe somebody was also a twin flame that he encountered and they shared, you know, stories. And through this, he feels grateful for your connection. Look at this, there's a rainbow here. I feel like you gave him hope whenever he least expected it. When you met your masculine, maybe he was going through a really hard time. So you were that ray of sunshine to him. Okay. Love it. So I wanted to wrap up the reading here with these cards here. Finally got these recently. So let's just see. What else does he want to say? Okay, we have only time will tell. A woman with the heart close to her throat, you know. Only time will tell when you guys will be able to communicate. And there's butterflies there. So only time will be able to tell when you guys can transform to finally communicate. Okay. And this one kind of popped out. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. You guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is this, I mean, you guys, the synchronicities, 2 different decks, and look at this. At this moment, I am thinking of you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. And Lori, when I said that, is 355, okay? Look at that. So that could be significant for you guys. Wow, that's insane. I'm speechless right now. You know, this card came out earlier when I was shuffling. And I bring that up because it's 355 and here's a 55. Perfect timing. Okay. Lifetime. Time passes. Test of time. Make time eventually. Okay. So eventually this connection is going to come through. And I mean, he's thinking of you. Your love fills me with light. Wow, you guys. This is beautiful. Bottom of the deck here. Like a little angel. And it's saying here, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. You guys, this is beautiful. Especially because, you know, in the twin flame dynamic, a lot of times we give so much to our masculine, but you got to remain focused on how you're giving, because you need to give to yourself first so that you can be able to give to people. You know what I mean? Wow. So let's get some last messages. Since that kind of came out, let's just see what Spirit wants you to know before we wrap up this reading. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided, okay? So just know that Spirit is guiding you through these trials, you know? Your story isn't over with your masculine, okay? Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling, okay? So I feel like Spirit is wanting you to shift your focus from that person that you're thinking about and focus on your truth, okay? Because you were brought here for a bigger purpose than just being in a connection, you know what I mean? Like it's supposed to really unlock your purpose. It says here, meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. So that's Spirit's advice, you know, guide yourself towards meditating and contemplating what your purpose is and be in touch with your emotions, okay? Pisces is about, it's a water energy, right? New moons is about what you want to manifest, okay? And look at this. Full moon. We are in a full moon today, you guys. Surrender to the divine, okay? That's not an accident. Surrender to the divine. Let's get some animals, spirit animals, to give you some guidance. Wow, you guys, freedom, horse. Okay, number 24, which add up to a 6. This is about being in peaceful harmony with yourself, moving from one realm to another, but this is actually coming into your own natural habitat. Free yourself, okay? And that has to do with the truth. I mean, we did see the warrior woman. Okay. Have you answered your deepest calling? And then we have a jackal here, truth, number 44. Okay, beautiful. Let's pull a card for her. Look at this. Joy and delight. Okay. It's like play with your pets, be happy in your own energy, you know, work out, dance. Wow. What's at the bottom? Learn from life, you guys. This is beautiful. A lot of books here. So maybe Spirit is telling you need to start reading some books. I actually bought a new book today, or not today, but it came in the mail yesterday. And I really think it's going to really help me. And I'm going to also show it to you guys so you can also look into it, because I think every woman should have this book. It's called The Sacred Woman, A Guide to Healing the Feminine Body, Mind, and Spirit. Okay, by Queen Afua. I don't know if that's how you say her name, but anyways, I just wanted to put that out there for some of you guys. But I love this reading. I feel like the masculine is going through a lot of challenges, okay? And you're also going through your own challenges. You still, even though you may be done with your shadow work, I feel like you're now in an energy where you're trying to be accepting of the status quo, right? Like you're just really surrendering. I mean, we saw the surrender card on his end, and then we saw the surrender at the end over here. So I feel like Spirit is telling both of you guys, you need to surrender to your purpose, you know? New Moon and Leo, confidence is your key to success, okay? So I love this. I feel like this is a very intuitive, powerful reading, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment below if this resonated. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, definitely do so by clicking on the link below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!